Video 2. Hi friends.
Hello.
If you watched our last video, I'm sure you have not.
You're one of the 44 people that watched the video.
That wasn't us,
yeah.
so maybe one of like the 5 people.
Yeah.
We have a new setup. So we just felt like the other one was way too stale and it just wasn't the vibe we were going for, how we feel as girls at home. Like we want cute, fun, warm aesthetics.
Yeah.
And so I'm loving this so much better.
Thank you. Okay, jumping off of our last video, we did a whole breakdown of theories of everything we know about Midnights during last week. And like, while we know so much, we know so little, but yet we still talked for an hour. So we just thought we would like kind of give you an update in a less amount of time, because maybe Sarah will actually watch this one.
I'm not gonna lie, like, I don't know if this is bad, but like I couldn't watch this one now. Granted, who can watch themselves? I cannot, because
the editor must.
The editor must. So for those of you who couldn't watch us either, if you want any of those Midnights breakdown, it was in the beginning, so we're good.
Yeah. There's already more to talk about.
There's so much more to talk about, so we're gonna like debunk a couple of the things that weren't it, and we've already been proven wrong.
Yeah.
And just go into the crazy, like, Swifties are crazy.
Yeah.
And I think I'm crazy until they figure things out that you need to do math and dates and all that.
Morse code.
Morse code.
And like, can I just say something?
Please.
There are so many times where I'm like, wow, you're a genius. And I do believe that, because sometimes it does just make sense.
Yes.
But then I'm like, is Taylor even doing that?
No.
She's like putting Lover in the background of her music video. She's like, guys, like, you'll never believe what it's called. And we're like, bitch, like, it's right there.
But then she'll do numbers in a keypad, and you have to like slow down to even see like what numbers they are to know that it equals to Joe Alwyn's birthday.
Right.
So we're not fully crazy.
We're not fully crazy. She made us this way, so it's honestly, it's fine, but that's why you gotta scope everything out.
Yes. And we're gonna,
like, we're looking at Pepperoni Pizza Day. I looked at National Cartwheel Day. Like, you know, there's a lot there.
Since we're already full steam ahead, let's get into it.
I think we should just get into it.
So first, to be debunked.
What was debunked?
All the track lists do not start with the letter M.
And honestly,
I know, I'm happy about it. It's
I think it would have been too...
It's not her.
Like,
yeah,
no,
it's not her.
Like, to try to fit that mold of like one letter, it seems like inauthentic-ish.
Yes, I agree. And even after we recorded it and gave that prediction, in my head I should have said, I don't know if I put out there that I don't want it.
No, I said that to you. I was like, I would eat my words if it ended up being it, because it would have been amazing. Right. But yeah, initial reaction, I was like, I don't vibe with that.
So the other one was that, you know, she kept emphasizing this midnight sharp, be here midnight sharp. Track 13 was Mastermind, so and literally Midnight Sharp has 13 letters in it, so they were thinking maybe it would be that upwards, like backwards. I hate that, I think, even more than that theory. It is Tuesday, so far with the 3 videos that we've gotten, Taylor's released it on a Wednesday, Friday, Monday. Yeah. As we're recording this, it is a Tuesday, so hopefully tonight at midnight, aka tomorrow, we'll be getting another TikTok, which okay, I can't. And then the cool thing is, I was so hyped sending her a TikTok, like, I figured this out, like, I know what this little secret pattern's gonna be, and you know her response was, yeah, Sarah, so did everyone else.
That's like the whole thing. When she started, it basically, if you did every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, it ends up being however many days until we land on October 21st, where actually the Wednesday before. So
the Wednesday before will be that 13th track name that we would get, and then that Friday would be the 21st.
Which, like, can I say I'm still not ready?
No,
like,
I'm not.
We're doing this day by day. We're getting bits and pieces, and I'm still not physically, emotionally, spiritually ready. No. Basically, we just need to say these, probably none of them are our original theories. We're just kind of compiling them because everyone is a lot smarter than us. Yes. And we just need to take some time. Like, people are geniuses on TikTok.
We are not.
And we just love talking about them and, you know, building upon them, if anything.
The one thing that has been very interesting was in the very last TikTok that she's given us, which she announced track list of question ... There was 3 E's in her caption. So it said like mayhem with me, but it was me E. So the 3 E's, 3 dots leading to the question mark. What could it mean? We don't know.
I don't know.
We have no idea. But what's the question?
That's the question. What is the question?
No answers, just questions.
My immediate reaction when I said to Sarah, my immediate thought goes to, will you marry me?
Oh my god, I know. And I like that so much more because I feel like every single time, no, it's the question and me, and you're giving me the question. But and I also really like this for her and for us because I feel like every prediction we're making with these songs to me is like a negative night. Ooh. You know, first was Mastermind. Obviously we went to Kanye West. That's a negative sleepless night. Vigilante shit. Yeah. We have theories about it. We'll get there.
Oh my god, we have
Vigilante to me is like, I know so many theories. Could be like a negative connotation type of word.
Could be.
Kind of gives me like maybe like a negative vibe, but you could, I don't know, get there twisting it to be something good and like question.
Yeah. I know.
So but I want it to be positive.
I want it to be positive too.
We were saying if Taylor dares announce her marriage, engagement, or anything that we've been dying for through this album.
Also, that's just been speculation for years. Like,
Since
they're
Lover.
secretly married.
Right.
Although people haven't found the marriage records. Like, that's a thing that you can look up.
Well, they probably haven't gone through with it yet, knowing it would be public.
Right.
So, I mean, they could still be, like, in their fiancé phase.
I know.
Oh, my God, what's the one lyric? Like,
You got it.
no, I don't. Oh, and I'll take my time. Are you ready for it? Right, 'cause she'll take her time.
Okay. I was like, literally, like, lover with the vow.
No, like, literally Reputation.
Also, I just need to say that question, track 7. So it goes, track 7.
I know.
Interesting.
Right, and
you
they're
put
like
only
only 2 songs in her whole entire discography that has that.
and they're the same track, and like she doesn't just fuck around with track
No.
titles. Like 5 is there's a reason why there's a track 5.
People were also saying like, so there's been songs that before Taylor got famous that, you know, you could find underground on YouTube, whatever you want to call it. I Know, aka I Heart ? Is a song that she wrote like before debut, didn't make debut. We're all hoping it'll be a vault track on debut. I Heart ? To now like question. Like I know there is no question with who I heart. I don't, does that make sense?
No.
You're right, no it doesn't.
I'm sure it does in your head, so like
Okay, so the next thing I feel like we need to discuss, which you have thoughts on it, and I have some thoughts, but like the different outfits that she's providing us in these videos.
Yes.
Everyone knows, and we've mentioned this before, Taylor's gonna give you her Easter eggs in her attire.
Yeah, it's a big one. And honestly, even one of the things she says she likes doing is nails too, which like there hasn't been because they've been, well, maybe they've been consistently long gold.
I know.
But she never has long nails because she plays guitar.
You can't.
You can't. So it's just really interesting. Unless you're Dolly Parton and uses it as an instrument.
Ooh, because I was even thinking, I'm like, is this gonna be like more piano? She could, like maybe not as much
She
guitar,
could.
but like more piano. I mean, she's already had this recorded, so the nails could just be
for fun.
She
did wear them at the Nashville Singer Association.
Right, and
Award,
TIFF.
and TIFF.
So she had them long for TIFF.
Yeah. So she could have, I mean, people speculate that she just did this all in one day.
Right.
So what did we get first?
So first for Mastermind, but the outfit is the brown blazer. Brown fits with that like 70s vibe that she was giving us.
Yeah.
Blazers are so back in the day, kind of like fits into that Midnight's era.
Then we've got
Vigilante shit. She's wearing that green sweater with the daisies, but they're like the funky, groovy daisies.
Yeah, groovy. Yes, so groovy. And then we got newest, the latest, the greatest question, where she was wearing just like kind of more current.
Right, it's just kind of like a chill vibe.
Yeah, it was like a white little
like weight off the shoulder
trousers.
and like brown trousers.
Yeah. So I cannot claim this myself. I did see a TikTok that we just learned that Taylor likes to categorize her lyrics into pens.
Yes.
We've got sparkly glitter gel pen.
Yep.
We've got quill. And we've got, I mean, it's always a fountain pen. So people have looked at Vigilante shit, glittery gel pen. She's got braids, it's fun.
Okay.
We've got the first one,
Mastermind,
brown blazer, quill.
Okay.
And we've got the latest, fountain pen.
Okay. I feel like I would switch fountain pen and quill.
That might have been actually what it was.
Okay, because I feel like fountain pen gives me such like a business vibe, and she's got the blazer on.
Oh, okay.
And then
maybe that was
quill's kind of more the plain white, old-timey, I don't know, like horseback rider vibe outfit. Okay. Which I will die because if that's true what you're saying, she compared it to like literally her writing like Ivy. And those lyrics were Mastermind. Mastermind,
right. So that was a little interesting tidbit.
And so it also was making me think that I know we're keeping this like maybe 70s aesthetics, maybe that just for the era, but obviously these songs have been written, she said, about scattered nights throughout her life. So could that green, like, it does give me 70s vibe, but it gives me 90s.
Yeah.
But things come back, trends come back, aka I come back stronger than a 90s trend.
Yeah.
But it gave me more of like a 90s feel, so I'm like, okay, maybe does that song represent a time of her life, like in the 90s?
So interesting.
And, well, 11 is like when she started going out to Nashville. So like it'd be her first night of like people like truly not, I don't know. I mean, that doesn't make sense maybe age-wise, but I was feeling more 90s.
I like it. I like it. Yeah.
We'll see if there's anything new to report on tonight.
Oh my gosh.
This is what
Okay.
messes me up.
Yeah, tell me.
This is not something that we came up with.
Yeah.
I'm doing my due diligence and trying to give credit where credit is due.
Right,
So
right.
I've been writing some of these names down.
Yeah.
Not all of it we can, because a lot of people say it. You know, a lot of people are going to give their opinions and their theories. But at Bonfire Lights on TikTok, put together this idea about vigilante shit. And it is blowing my mind.
Yeah.
I don't think it's true. But basically, she thinks that might be a collab with Harry Styles. Should we take like a 5-second pause for that?
Yeah.
So, and the reason why she thinks this is because when she announced vigilante shit, the phone was upside down. Like, why are you grabbing the phone upside down? It has not been grabbed upside down in any other TikTok.
Can I just say something?
Please do.
Because when we got Mastermind and she pulled the phone out, we were like, it's Kanye West. Like, oh my God, she got the phone.
Right.
Granted, she's been doing this every time now.
Right.
So that changes things. But the fact that we got then an upside down phone with Meredith in the background, which is like featuring Meredith, featuring someone.
Featuring somebody. Oh, I didn't even think about that. I didn't know what you meant.
Yes.
So it's a feature. It's probably a feature. No, that blew my mind. Okay.
Yes.
So could it be Harry? I don't know. Not only that, Taylor Nation tweeted about vigilante shit and tweeted it in like the upside down writing.
Yeah.
So there's that, another upside down, and Harry's house new album, the whole house is upside down. Right. So it leads to believe maybe the collab is Harry.
Right.
I don't know if I can believe it. I just feel like if I'm thinking vigilante, even though the definition of it is like, so citizens who undertake law enforcement because they don't think that they're adequate enough, so they're taking it in their own hands. Like, to me, that is such like Harry Styles. I don't know why I could see him as like a vigilante.
Oh my God.
In music industry, in like his theme. Like, he is like this, he's not rough and ragged, but he's like doing things on his own.
Sure.
Taking it into his own hand. Like, I'm trying to think of a way that she would like interpret vigilante to not be so political.
Immediately, it gives me Miss Americana and Heartbreak Prince vibe.
Right.
But like,
so it could be a political song.
It could be a political song. My first, of course, I had to Google the definition of vigilante.
Naturally.
I was like, is it the night that Trump got elected? Or that Marsha Blackburn won? Or the night that she decided to become political? We saw that in Miss Americana.
Right, and you're having a sleepless night posting, like, leading up to posting your first political stance. And then other people were saying, which I don't believe, that maybe it could be like Ariana Grande because of her sweetener upside down, but there's still the whole Scooter Braun situation.
She's managed by Scooter, so there's like no fucking way.
There's no way. But other people have been posting from the Cyndi Lauper Girls Just Want to Have Fun music video. When it goes, phone rings in the middle of the night, it's literally the person picking up the phone upside down. That's it. Like, that's definitely what she was referencing to, especially if we're going, even though, like, isn't Cyndi Lauper, like, 80s? She's like 70s,
she's
80s?
Like straight up 80, yeah.
80s. So, does it go with the timeline? I don't know of what Taylor's trying to do.
Sorry. I thought you meant, is she 80 years old?
No! Is she 80? I mean, maybe. I don't know.
You said, is she 80s? Like,
I mean, her music era.
That works.
That works.
That
So
makes
maybe
more
it could
sense.
be just more of like a Cyndi Lauper vibe with like a feature.
Oh my God, yeah.
No, you really threw me with that Meredith thing. I didn't put that together.
Yeah. But also, we're still in collabs.
We can still be on collabs.
There has been talk that Lana could be on this one. Because vigilante shit, like, if you're familiar with her discography, like, her songs have odd track names, and like this just sounds like one.
I mean, obviously, and we mentioned this in our other video, kind of were talking about it, and like, it's a Jack album. So Jack works with both Lana and Taylor.
Yeah.
So that would make sense. That could be
there's
it.
already
Like,
speculation that they were together when we've gotten confirmation she was still working on the album.
so she could be using this,
Or
like,
we're all just assuming she doesn't rewear a shirt.
oh my God, no, it could be her not really referencing like Cyndi Lauper, but like the idea of the song Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Right.
And Girls Just Want to Have Fun recording vigilante shit. Like, that's big. And that one,
From your
help
head.
from you, but straight from my head.
Yeah. All right, I think there's something else we gotta talk about.
Okay, go ahead.
Who the fuck is Nicely Ed?
And once again, things I would never think of. I'm like, oh, a song Taylor used. Like, it's probably just a fun artist that she wants to like show respect to, use
Which
to
she's
kind
done.
of, which she's done.
Yeah.
No, this artist doesn't exist.
And I remember when the Midnight's video came out, I was like, wow, I kind of like dig this song.
No, it was a great song.
It was a great song.
And it was like a good vibe for like a making
a montage. Yeah, I was like, okay, like I dig this. And then everyone's like, hey, this just became a verified artist like literally yesterday. And they have no other songs. They have no social media presence.
No, so people were speculating, obviously, Ed
So many
Sheeran,
things. Yeah.
which would make a lot of sense. They were speculating it could be Joe Alwyn, just because of his history of like literally writing the most beautiful lyrics ever. Or people were thinking Joe Alwyn has a friend named Ed that is like trying to like in music, and it could be them using him.
Or people were thinking it was Taylor pitched down. Have you seen that?
And they were thinking it was like a song on the album. Which,
yeah.
No, I wasn't feeling it.
No, me neither. And
watch people, it like it is.
No, I know. I'll eat my words. Yeah, I did like the song,
right.
But when people pitched it back up, I was like, they were like, oh my god, it sounds like hers.
No,
I don't think so.
There was other theories that I mean, it could be her, just her using other people, but still under her like discography, because someone on TikTok once again was like, "Hey Siri" or "Hey Google, play Nice Boy Ed."
Find nice in your music.
Oh, they couldn't find it.
By Nice Boy Ed was like, "Oh, welcome to Taylor's playlist."
Yeah,
interesting. I mean, that could be.
I think that's mainly because like everyone's like, only her has ever used it, or
right.
I don't know.
Okay, so there's that about Nice Boy Ed, but then that kind of leads us into our next theory that, once again, Swifties are fucking crazy, but I love it. That like Taylor's giving us Morse code in these TikToks. Who thinks of that? Who? I mean, it makes sense. I'm sorry, I will give credit to the person that it was Lissa Joe Stewart and Swiftie Nina that are on TikTok. They're the ones that like did this insane research, like bless your souls.
Yeah.
So basically, and it is very true, Taylor's like grammar and like just her emphasis on her speeches that she was giving while giving us the track names were just weird.
Yeah.
Like it's not just like following the normal English grammar. And another feature in TikTok, she's got her captions on. You can edit those captions. So people were looking at the commas and the periods to which she used in the captions and Morse coded it out. The fuck? But what's fucking weird is in the TikTok of Taylor announcing it's a clock.
Yeah.
It's a clock. That Morse code translates to UK Ed is me. You know Ed is me. Or like it sounds like some UK song. I don't know. So like once again, like it sounds absolutely insane, and no, that's not something ever she would do. But why did it work out where it's UK Ed is me?
Wow.
Whew, okay, so now we're still getting into like Midnight's theories, but we're getting a little other topics as well.
Yeah.
But this one is really good. If you notice, and like even before Midnight's was announced, naturally, Taylor's all into changing the Spotify canvases. All of specific songs that she was having, and especially songs that were her version only, had different movable canvases in the back.
Yeah.
So they have recently changed again.
Yeah.
And there's 13 of them.
Like that's so purposeful.
And so I'm going to give credit where credit is due. This is at Amy State of Grace.
Thank you.
Pointed this out, and she thinks that maybe they're representing the weather of the sleepless nights. Just, you know, Taylor, like her imagery in her music is on another level.
Yeah.
Like no way would you think of describing a night in the way she describes it. Oh my god, what?
You know, the one that sticks out the most to me is the snow
one. Right.
It's the All Too Well, like,
I'm sorry, I was just thinking of the Making of Midnights.
that.
Snow.
But also All Too Well live on SNL. I'll put in little SNL maybe with the snow in the background, and it just like...
Right, because why is the snow there?
Why is the snow there?
So I'll go through what they've been changed to. So one, sparklers.
Okay.
Gives you like a New Year's Day vibe.
Isn't that 4th of July?
4th of July. Snowflakes.
Yeah.
And the also right ties back, as we mentioned in the Making of the Midnights video.
She did put snow in
She
there.
was putting snow.
And
Something's obvious in snow.
Just to talk about that again, because I love talking about it, some of those videos were just so interesting. Like the makings of Midnights, and it was just like her in bed with a cat. Like you weren't in the studio.
But you were thinking.
But you were thinking. There was something that you were like, oh yeah, I have to record this. Like this is, I'm making a...
I'm crying. What if you literally are like, oh my gosh, Meredith is representing a feature, and it's literally like Meredith in the fucking song, like her meow.
Okay. No, but also, you know what I mean? Like, she recorded her in the snow. She recorded her in bed with the cat. Like, why? Everything else was like in the studio. That makes sense. Okay.
Right. Them looking at those vinyls.
Yeah. Okay. This is the making of Midnights, but like, that's also the making of Midnights.
I know. Oh, interesting. Oh my god, yeah, the Making of Midnights can't be made if you're not in bed. Just saying.
Just
Midnight cannot be. Sleepless nights cannot be had if you're not laying in bed awake. Confetti. So it could be like a birthday. Once again, we don't want Jake Gyllenhaal, but maybe it's about a man actually showing up to your birthday.
There you go. Love.
30th birthday.
Love.
The next big one.
Love.
Let's want to do it.
31st birthday when she put out Evermore.
So we've got a cloudy moon sky.
Such a vibe.
I know, it's such a vibe.
So haunting.
Midnight, dusk.
Yeah.
Cloudy gives you such like great weather to like write a good song to.
Yeah. Ooh, I love that.
I know. Okay, Rain. That's like
on the pavement. Is that what it is?
No, there's Rain.
That's what changed.
There was just Rain.
Okay.
Because then another one was like more of like looking like a pavement of the wet ground.
Right. Okay.
So cars,
Yes.
like she loves cars.
Yes.
Alluding to cars, that could be like driving
Imagery.
over the imagery, or just like the walking after like it rained and like the wet pavement of the ground, and just thinking about the night that you are trying to sleep, like you can't sleep, so you just walk
my
around.
God.
Fireworks.
Got
Oh,
sparklers and fireworks.
I got confused.
Ooh.
So right, fireworks could be more of that 4th of July.
Ooh, fireworks.
I don't know,
Also
any
New
other
Year's.
holiday. Also New Year's. We're getting like a Memorial Day song. I mean,
Oh, I
if you're
love
from
fireworks.
Philly, which shout
Yeah.
out. It could be any
Tuesday.
it could be a Tuesday
Yeah.
and you're getting fireworks.
Okay.
So, and then we've got lanterns.
Okay, that's interesting. That's
Which
like
I
giving
love.
Ivy.
That's
like,
giving quill.
Cool.
That's a quill vibe.
Yeah,
like
this is giving
and
quill
confetti
vibe.
and sparklers could be like such a glittery
There's
pen
no
vibe.
This is why we need all the context, because
I
now
know.
we can just like speculate.
So it could be just like an isolated vibe,
Yes.
you know, by yourself.
Same.
A night where maybe like all the power went out and
Yes.
she just got inspired by it. And she needs to like, she wrote a song by like the fire of a lantern. Okay, next one we have is Cloudy Sky with Lightning.
There's
which
more?
There's, honey, there's 13. Also, I love rain. I love a
Oh
thunderstorm.
my god, I hope it rains on October 21st.
That would be sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give us a thunderstorm for
Yeah.
midnights. Okay, and the last one, Sunset on the Lake.
Oh.
Spotlight on the Lake.
Oh.
That's giving us
The moon like a spotlight on the lake.
So those are the canvases. You speculate, give us your ideas, what they could represent. Obviously, we've probably forgotten many great things that we'll think of after recording this video.
Always.
But there's just so much there. I love that one. That was actually my favorite to like talk about.
Yes, that was. Oh, I love that. And like, just so purposeful.
I know. Like it represents
means
something.
something, yeah.
And we'll find it out once we get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Should we like take a guess on what we think, like mastermind, vigilante shit, and
Are about?
question like which ones they might be?
Oh my god, I love that. Okay, so vigilante shit.
That gives me like some fireworks.
Me too. Me
Right?
too.
Vigilante
Yes.
shit, like they're just letting off
Yes.
fireworks.
Yes, like shit's going crazy.
Right.
Yeah, totally fireworks.
Fireworks.
Yes.
Okay. Mastermind.
I like Cloudy Sky with Lightning.
Okay, I was thinking that. I think that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Cloudy Sky with Lightning.
Yeah,
It's like
I was going back
mastermind.
and forth between just the Cloudy Sky, but like with a hint of lightning.
Right, with the cloudy moon sky. Or like
Yeah.
I was kind of, you know, okay. 'Cause I don't know, I was like feeling that pavement of wet ground.
Okay.
But I think I like the lightning better for
like,
mastermind.
Mastermind, because then it's like you have a genius idea and it's like a spark or something.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, thank
Okay,
you.
and then
What else?
question. Whoo!
That's giving me pavement.
I
Like
asked the
running
question-
away or
I
something.
asked the traffic lights if it'll be alright. I said, I don't know.
That's
a good one.
it. That was
Okay.
good.
So, two more things.
Yeah.
Even though we're in our midnights era, we're still in our re-recording era
Of
because
course. It never ends.
it never
Never
ends. So from her music video that she released for The Man, which is back in Lover era, there's a scene where she's dressed up like a guy. She's standing in front of this wall with all of her albums written around her. Noticeably at the top was Karma, which that is something completely different. I don't even
Save
know.
it for another
Like, we
video.
will save it for another video
Yeah.
if you truly care.
Yeah.
And then it goes
Fearless.
Fearless, Red, Speak Now, Reputation, 1989 debut. So it kind of sets up as an o'clock.
And I just want to point out that so many people took notice of that before anything about Midnights, before
Yes.
anything
We're
about
very
It's a
late
Clock.
to reporting this.
Yeah, everyone was like, it's a clock. Like, because we got Fearless, and then we got Red, and then everyone's like, well, Speak Now next, and then, you know, so on and so forth.
And then obviously her TikTok of it's a clock. It's a clock.
Yeah.
Like literally how many times could you say it's a clock?
Yeah.
And the way people were noticing that the way she like approached the clock hanging on the wall was the same position in the same way that
Yeah.
the man was like standing
Yeah,
in
like
the
taking a
music video.
piss.
So we might be getting Speak Now after.
Anyway.
Which like debunks my theory of me thinking that Fearless wasn't meant to be released
Yeah.
first. Because I will say that
Yeah.
is my theory, and I
Yeah.
still kind of feel like I stick by it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't even know if I want to get into that one yet.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot to get into.
I will quickly get into just touching on the theory that people think this could be a double release. The fact that Midnights, because there's been a lot of double usage of emojis, like book ending every sentence from Taylor Nation. And they're not using the midnight clock either. It's like the white emoji that's literally on midnight. And they're not using that. They're using the old-timey clock that's like set to 10
that you would see on like your grandmom's.
Yes. No, my parents literally have. I almost brought it back. It's set on 1010, which she cannot make emojis and like change emojis,
Right.
but it's
I
just,
mean, she's Taylor. She probably could.
she probably could.
And it would, you know, at first I was going to say like, no, I don't want, you know, we're not getting this double album.
Yeah.
But the amount of songs she has to have written over in Midnight, and we're only getting 13. Like,
Yeah.
we got 20 plus songs
Yeah.
on Red and all these other, you know, especially with like vault items.
Yeah.
So she's like not afraid now of like making an insanely long album.
What was Red? Taylor's first 4 vinyls?
4.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's double-sided in case people don't understand how vinyls work.
Right.
I'm not, that's just.
So also the fact that people have speculated that this could have been, you know, set as the album after Lover, which we know that she works on after completing an album. It's just like, oh, I'm just gonna keep writing.
The inspiration never stops for her, literally.
Right. So, you know, obviously we know we got Folklore Evermore, but there was a period of time, there was, you know, good 8 months. August to April she started writing.
I know.
So, you know, she could have been like thinking Midnight's is next.
Right,
and
there could
have
be like,
songs.
right, a double Midnight's release. So then the final thing that we're going to be talking about, which just happened last night, we woke up to the beautiful Taylor Nation posting about Midnight's merch.
Yep.
I just love that the merch is an M. Like, just work that she doesn't have to do that fits.
Oh yeah.
Not my favorite. She always releases like these more vague merch. Obviously, we haven't gotten any lyrics.
Yeah.
I'm going to want a lyric sweatshirt. I'm going to want something.
Same. Yeah, I agree. I really want niche lyrics.
Your
Granny-
red sweatshirt.
Oh, I almost wear that.
I'll
wear
it's
it next
everything.
time.
I'm
Yeah.
like sick I didn't buy. Don't get me started on the
love that
cardigan.
one. Oh my god, the cardigan.
Oh, I will go in debt for that.
Same.
Especially now since like Folklore and Evermore are truly part of my identity. If you take out my DNA, it would
I
be
mean,
Folklore and
people
Evermore
think
lyrics.
that like they might just make them like for each. Like I would love one with like dark blue.
No, I know.
I
If this
would need
Midnight's
that.
era is our
Yeah.
era.
I would need that.
But our reasoning
Yeah.
for bringing up merch, which
Yeah.
is the one thing we could possibly actually want to buy,
Yeah.
is Taylor decided to do her own Infinity Gauntlet. I know you didn't get it. The Marvel people don't get it.
No. I was like, I was gonna play along.
Okay, so basically Taylor is releasing this merch bracelet that has jewels to represent each of her albums.
Yeah.
Little tidbit before we go into it, I love that she's still recognizing the old albums.
Me too.
Even though they're not represented as her own
Yeah.
albums, but they're still there.
Me too.
So each jewel, we start off with Debut, we go through to Folklore Evermore, and we even have Fearless Taylor's version, Red Taylor's version, topping it all off with Midnight's at the top.
Which like conveniently is 12
I
for
know.
Midnight's.
Which
But
is why she had to include the old
exactly,
ones.
exactly. But I also love that she's still, because it seems like with the recent eras, she's been paying homage to all the other ones. Like she had that Fearless era, or sorry, not Fearless. She did the Eras sweatshirt with like all the, you know, tour kind of
I'm so sorry I don't
vibes.
have that as well.
Like she's just been doing these things that's like, man,
I
I just love
But
the eras.
if there's any Marvel fans out there,
Sorry, I just got a notification that Taylor added to their story, but it's just Taylor Nation.
oh, okay, well, you figure that out and
Okay.
I'll finish this. So Infinity Gauntlet's Marvel, like the whole big thing in Endgame Infinity Wars was this guy going to collect different gems, and there's like 7 stones that he was collecting, and like they each represent something, and it's literally like her Infinity Gauntlet. It goes over people's heads that aren't Marvel fans. Maybe that's something that we'll get her into. So
Yeah.
any Marvel fans out
There
there,
you
hit
go.
me up. Anything else you want to say about the merch? I just love this clock. Because
Yeah.
it gives me such like a celestial vibe too. So my thing was when I first saw her outfits that she was wearing, if we're going with the tip, which was a beautiful gold, if we're going with the VMAs, which was the jewels, if we're going with the after VMAs party, it was the dark blue with the stars, we're emphasizing the stars. So I
Yeah.
was thinking this was such gonna be a celestial, right, midnight era, but now we're
like
not
thinking
party. I'm just thinking, you know, like,
Glamour?
see, that's why I wasn't feeling the rock.
Okay.
Because I'm like, if this is Midnight's, to me it feels like lullaby,
Sure.
things you listen to at midnight. But then
Okay.
again, you know, it's her branding it as things that keep her up
Yeah.
at midnight. So I don't
Yeah.
know, but the 60s and 70s vibes kind of throws it off because the colors are everywhere.
It is. The colors are everywhere. That's why I find it so interesting that she's finally saying it is dark blue, which like I guess we kind of knew, but you know that she threw us off. She's wearing a lot of oranges and pinks,
And like those like tatty yellow rugs that
Yeah.
like your grandmother had in the basement that were like shag rugs.
Literally. That's why this is just so fun to talk about because we will know
What is it?
eventually.
I mean, and
But the fact
honestly,
that we have
it took
no idea.
how long for us to confirm that 1989 is light blue?
Light blue, I know. I guess it's because you can just say it's blue, but and we're going off emoji colors too.
I'm like, what happens when she runs out of colors?
that's what I'm saying. Like now we're going into shades.
Because we got black, we've
Because
got
even
brown,
like
we've got light
Fearless,
brown.
Fearless Taylor's version and Fearless BS version is two different colors.
I know. And so are the reds.
And the reds are slightly different.
Oh my god,
And
it's
it's, like,
everything. It's everything.
It's everything, and there's just like I just love fucking talking about those.
I
Like, I
know.
just love it because again, we're gonna know eventually, but for right now we're just so in the dark, like literally in the dark.
And like, you know us, like we obviously have to do so much research to even figure out. So we're just gonna be in the dark until you guys help us out.
I know.
Thanks so much for maybe watching this, finding us on TikTok. We're not really sure. We'll have more coming your way.
Yeah.
And hopefully eventually, my plan, I really want us to expand.
We're gonna expand.
We're gonna expand.
Yeah.
So we're gonna keep Taylor, obviously after like October 21st, when we like completely devour, there's gonna be a lull unless Taylor pulls a Taylor and like October, like literally like December, January releases something. Well, we're gonna have a back to December. That's Speak Now, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, we're getting Speak Now in December.
We're gonna get music videos.
We're not.
Then we're gonna get tour.
Oh my God, the whole big emphasis on May.
No.
We might be getting something in May.
We're gonna get tour in May. I'm sorry. We are getting a tour.
I know. I'm gonna be so broke because you know we're going to both nights.
Obviously, guys, please support us. Like, subscribe so we can go.
Oh my gosh, I know. Yeah, and feel free comment, give us your theories, add to it, tell us what you think. Okay.
Yeah.
Hope we'll see you next time.
All right. Bye.
Bye.